Hi everybody, good riddance. Hi everybody, it's me Aliyah and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't said that intro in a long time, but let's not get used to it. I'm trying to change it. I am showing you guys my monthly reset routine because in one of my recent vlogs I mentioned that I found them so interesting. I feel like a lot of people kind of forget that there's like meetings and time slots and different things that people have to kind of work around, and when it comes to my monthly reset routine, being a full-time college student and full-time content creator on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, the whole freaking nine, can get kind of hectic trying to manage my at-home life and make sure I stay on top of everything, making sure I set my months up for success. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I do that today. I would also like to say that this video is sponsored by one of my all-time favorite companies and just brands, which is Target. You guys know I've been working with Target for a while. Literally my ride or die. Half of the shit in my room is from Target. Half the things that I do, I go to Target for fun. We all go to Target for fun. All YouTubers go to Target for fun. You thought I was gonna be any different? I'm gonna be showing you guys some of my fall favorite clothing pieces that I actually got from Target, just to show you like the things that they have and how you can style some of their pieces from Target as well. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into my monthly reset routine. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the most basic thing when it comes to resetting months, and that is cleaning. So starting out with my bedroom. My bedroom is the place that I spend most of my time. You would think that with the way that I spend so much time in here, I would try harder to keep it clean, but you know, with the hustle and bustle of my life, I'm always doing something. I mean, look at my calendar, it's a disaster and fully booked, and I always have shit going on between homework, meetings, uploading, filming, editing. It's always something going on, so it's easy for my bedroom to just kind of get out of hand. Something that I like to do for the month, or just like kind of my cleaning routine for my bedroom, is I like to start with kind of stripping my bed of all my sheets and my comforter, my pillowcases and shams as well. I never really understood how dirty like stuff like that can get, because it's so exposed to like not the outside but just kind of outer factors, you know, with like dust buildup, and I'm touching it, other people are touching it, my dog gets on stuff like this. So it's just nice to go ahead and strip my sheet and also clean my comforter as well. It just makes the room feel overall cleaner, and even when my bed is made and just, you know, freshly washed and everything, it definitely just makes the room feel 10 times cleaner. And then something else regarding my bed, I like to definitely disinfect this stuff in the washing machine. So something I like to wash my clothes with is the Lysol. I think it's like this disinfecting stuff that you can just add with your detergent in the washing machine, and that's one of my personal faves, to just disinfect all the germs and stuff that is built up on my bed and sheets to start for the new month. Now, this isn't the only thing I do when it comes to cleaning my bed for my kind of monthly reset routine. I also like to kind of clean the mattress protector, but instead of taking it completely off, I like to spray it with Tide antibacterial spray, just so it's new and just fresh and ready for my new sheets and comforter and shams and everything to be put back on it. So, and then the next thing I like to do is just kind of pick up and put things away. I mean, this is a given. I really should start doing this every day because stuff tends to pile up. So if it's old boxes from packages or just wrappers, or sometimes even just regular trash like my dog's toys, I like to just pick them up and put them in their rightful home and make sure everything has a spot, because I'm getting really big on like clutter, making sure my place is clean. I would hate to just have a cluttered place. Like, it's just not attractive, not nice, and it's just not nice to live in. So I just went against that habit now, and that's one of my favorite things to do before the month starts. Like, I just love having a clean space. Something that I really go heavy on when it comes to the new month is dusting my room, simply because dust is such a big thing when you stay in a place for too long. Because I found out like some years ago that wherever you spend the most space is probably the most dusty, because dust is basically just dead skin cells and everything dead shedding off you and piling up. It's kind of gross but you know what, it happens. So I really like to focus on dusting, so I'll take like multi-surface dusting with a rag and just going over all my areas and dusting everything and getting everything off. This camera battery is dying, so I'm gonna go ahead and get another one. I'll be right back. Cashew, say hi. Can you watch them as I get it? Cashew's gonna deal with y'all as I'll be right back. Now, a word from our sponsor. Here's some of my current fall favorites from Target.com and Target Style that you can check out on their websites, and definitely check out if you're on my Instagram as of recently. Here is how I like to style them. Cue the fashion montage. You left them? He left y'all. I am back with a new battery. Then I just like to go over all my surfaces, like my dresser, my TV stand, my nightstand, my bookshelf, my desk, you know, even my shoe rack, my lamp, anything that could accumulate dust I go over. Sometimes I even go over my TVs, my picture frames, my windowsill by my windows, just so you know everything is dust free. I'm allergic to dust, so this is very vital for my routine. I also like to spend a really good hefty time just kind of vacuuming my room. As you can see, I'm a very like surface person. I really like to spend a lot of time getting into my floor as well, because having a dog, you know, accidents do happen. So I like to sprinkle just a little bit of baking soda and going over vacuuming, just so I can get any residues or odors out of the carpet if needed. And sometimes I even like to use some of the Glade carpet freshener in the fresh linen scent, just so you know my room smells super good. Because if you didn't know, fresh linen was my favorite scent. Like, if I had to smell any scent for the rest of my my life. Besides Bath & Body Works mahogany teak wood, it would have to be fresh linen. It's so good. And then also kind of going off of the whole floor cleaning, I like to spend a lot of time in my closet, which I'm gonna explain a little bit more later, but I like to just pick stuff up off of my closet floor because with me kind of just being everywhere all the time, I easily just kind of throw stuff in my closet if I want to clean my room quickly. So getting stuff off the closet floor and putting it in its rightful home definitely helps me out a lot, and something that I find mandatory to do in my routine because cluttered closet, cluttered head. I don't know why I associate like that, but she needs special attention. And something else I like to do is just clean my mirror, like my big mirror. I have a few little hexagon mirrors on my wall. If you watch my room tour, you know that I have those there. I have this really big mirror over there, keeping up with the dust free and clean surface thing that I have going on here, if you haven't noticed. You know, just to stay on top of everything and like make sure that I am just completely free. Everything that is dust, dirt, and hair follicles, like I just want it clean. So moving on to my bathroom. Bathrooms get so gross so fast. Like I don't know what it is with me living with sisters, my mom and my dad. It's a universal experience, okay? So when it comes to me just kind of cleaning my bathroom, I really like to deep clean my shower. So I take some Comet, I take some soft scrub, I might put some Fabuloso in there. Please don't yell at me for mixing chemicals. I haven't passed out yet, so it's obviously not a problem. And I like to just scrub it with a microfiber towel and sponge and just get everything, all the residues, all the rings and stuff, buildups, get the hair that's probably on the wall and off the shower curtain out of there too. About once a month, I like to also take my shower curtain down and just wash it, just so you know it stays fresh and everything. And then I go ahead and do the necessities. That includes cleaning my toilet, and also like to wipe my mirror down of any dust because mirrors just, you know, get streaky, toilets get gross, and then, you know, sinks just obviously need to get wiped down very often. Between the chunks of toothpaste and hair that might fall in there, it could use a little love. And then with the toilet, I actually like to clean the inside of the bowl and also wipe down entire outside of the toilet. And in my toilet, I actually have that thing that makes the water turn blue, so it cleans it as it goes. Also something that I refill if needed. And then I also like to mop my bathroom. Also, I just feel like when it comes to, Cashew looks so cute right now. I have to show y'all. I also like to mop / wipe down the floors and wash my rugs in the bathroom. Washing the rugs, once again, gets all that old stuff out of there, and they feel fluffy and super warm and clean when you take them out the dryer. There's nothing more satisfying in my opinion. And then I also like to mop the floor with just not a Swiffer wet jet. I forgot the actual name of it, but you guys are gonna see the clip of what I use to just wipe down the floor. Strictly use this for the bathroom because I found that when you clean like mops with the bathroom and then drag it everywhere else, you're dragging any like urine and feces particles that may be on the floor that's now on the mop that you're dragging all over the house. So I specifically have a floor cleaner for the bathroom and then a separate one for everywhere else in the house, if that makes sense. Going on to a different part of my house, which you guys don't see much, is the kitchen. And usually what I like to do is just get rid of old food that I just don't eat or haven't ate or that expired out of my fridge and pantry. I don't buy much food as it is, so it's really not hard to keep up with. Me and my older sister share a home, and we have our different shelves. I just like to look at my shelf and just see like what I can get rid of and stuff that I need and make a list of that, so whenever I go grocery shopping for the new month, it's already written down and ready to go. And then kind of coming back up to my room, I like to deal with my closet. About once a month at the beginning of the month, I go through my closet and just kind of pick out things that I'm kind of over when it comes to clothing, because I mentioned before that I'm like finally trying to figure out my aesthetic and how I want to dress and how I want to present myself. So at the beginning of each month, I kind of get rid of stuff that I know I'm not going to wear anymore to make more space for the new stuff that I'm probably going to get for the month, if I do get anything for the month. That's pretty much it for cleaning my house when it comes to the new month. I'm going to talk a little bit more about school and university, and we're going to talk about more of like my personal care and routines later in the video, because I feel like those are more like personal. So when it comes to school and university, I really like to just go over the basics. This semester, I feel like I have had the best group of professors and classes that I've had in a long time, and they're making school very easy to get back into for me. And honestly, not many of my teachers, except like one, put all our assignments on the syllabus, which is like what I'm used to, but we kind of just take it about every month to every month, and sometimes they get adjusted so I can move them, of course, but I just put my new assignments on my calendar and just get ready and get those due dates in my Notion, my Google Calendar, you know, the whole shebang. I started doing this thing called time blocking. If you don't know what time blocking is, it's basically making a schedule for yourself and kind of working what you need to do around meetings, classes, lecture halls, study time, and just really blocking out time and making a schedule for your week. So usually what I'll do is I'll do it week by week, so I guess you could say that's a part of my weekly reset routine. But when it comes to time blocking for the new month, I put in things that I know I simply cannot miss. I do things such as uploads, weekly calls with my manager, lectures that I absolutely can't miss, projects. I make time for that, knowing that I might have to space stuff like that out. And then something else I found myself doing as a student, I like to reorganize my notes in Notability, because I've noticed that sometimes I just start writing. Sometimes the teacher talks too fast, like sometimes I heard something I want to write down automatically and I don't really put it in the class folder in which I want it to be in or what it needs to be in. Like sometimes I'll put a UCall 300 note in my words 3215 like folder. Sometimes it happens, so I'll just reorganize my Notability and make sure everything is where it wants to be. And also something that I like to do in Notability is just make sure that all my notes and stuff is there, because sometimes stuff goes missing. I delete stuff on accident, so kind of double checking on my technology is something that I really like to do as well. And I also like to reorganize my documents in Google Drive or Microsoft Word on my laptop as well, so that's something else to do. So reorganizing technology is the really big thing for school for me, because most of it's online anyway, so be on top of that. Chef's kiss. Now we're going to move on to kind of the routines. I'm gonna kind of go over my self-care routine just because I feel like it doesn't change much for a lot of people, but when it comes to products and stuff, you know, it kind of changes. I'm not gonna be giving any product recommendations in this video, but I actually recently just uploaded a hygiene routine if you want to check that out, where I give you all my products, how I stay clean, from my oral care, body care, after body care, favorite perfumes, my favorite products. If you want to get into that, it'll be linked at the top in a card. When it comes to just like some of my basic self-care routines, something I definitely like to focus on is skincare, because happy skin, happy aliyah. Simple as that. So I like to do a face mask and exfoliate and shave my face once a month. When my skin is clear and I feel like it looks good, I feel like I'm at my best, and I'm getting the compliments. So of course I'm gonna stay on top of that. When it comes to just my regular body care, I also like to spend a lot of time extra exfoliating my body, shaving, just because being hairless is one of my dreams. I'm actually starting to get treated for laser hair because I hate feeling hairy. So you shave the morning of, the day before, you get the hair zapped off, hairless for 2 weeks, and the hair starts growing back and falling out, which is what they call the fallout period. And when the hair grows back, you go and get it zapped off all the way up until you are hair free. So I'm gonna be doing that for about a year. So fun. And I'm not getting anything waxed, because why would I put myself through that pain when laser hair removal is obviously a better option for me. That's just how I kind of take care of my body once a month. I've been wearing a lot more protective styles recently, so when it comes to hair care, I usually limit myself to about a month in protective styles now. So when it comes to just me doing my hair, I like to wash, deep condition. Obviously I can't show you guys that right now because my hair is in knotless braids. I can't just take them out and then put it back in for a video. But I like to wash, deep condition my hair. I like regularly condition it, detangle it. I'll put a hair mask in it. I'll do a hot oil treatment if I feel like I need it. And just, you know, stuff that you would find that is super relaxing. Stuff that kind of makes you feel new, polished, and brand new, if that makes any sense at all. That's what this whole video is. Being new, polished, and brand new. I don't know how else to explain it. So now I'm gonna get more into my personal routines and like growth journey. This is something that I've recently just started bringing into my routine. So something that I found myself doing as of recently was getting new candles when it comes to me going into a new month. I don't know what it is, but candles just make me feel so at home. Like they just feel so homey. They warm up a space. They make me feel safe. And I feel like you could, sir, what's up with the, why do you hate candles? So I definitely like to add some new candles to my collection. I personally like to shop at Target most because they have really good and affordable candles, and they smell really bomb if you have a right Target. But I love candles. It's just something about it that makes a home feel so homey, and especially with fall coming up, fall scents in the home is one of my favorite things in the world. And I don't know what it is, but getting a new candle and lighting a new scent, and it really just makes your home feel totally transformed, especially after you clean your space. Let me tell you something, that is such an amazing feeling right there. If you've never done that, but you've heard people talk about it, it's worth every single ounce of hype that it gets. So something that I also really just randomly started getting into was reading. I actually do a book club over on my Patreon if you want to support me over there. It's a monthly subscription where you pay for bonus content. Nobody's forcing you. I'm just saying it's there if you want the bonus content. I recently started doing a book club over there. So every month I pick a new book and we read it together and then have that knowledge. We discuss stuff like that. So I decide to pick my new reads for the month out of the books that I have. And if I feel like I'm not really drawn to any of the books that I have right now, I will head over to Target section just because they have a lot of really good books that are always on sale. I didn't even realize how good Target's book sale was until I wasn't finding anything in a different bookstore. But then I went to Target and I was like, I need to come here first next time. Picking out new reads every month is just definitely a way to reset it and just kind of give me like a heads up saying like, hey, this new month is coming along, it's time to get this new book in check. I really like to read in my free time, and I've really tried to get into the habit of not being on my phone as much, just because I really want to kind of disconnect and start realizing that there's more outside of technology and social media, and just reading in my free time, even if it's waiting for a class or waiting in my car to get out, instead of like scrolling through TikTok and Twitter aimlessly, you know, just kind of getting some knowledge in my head, whether it be a fiction, young adult, romance story, or a self-help book about how to not care about anything in the world, anything in between. I love it, and I definitely feel like it's helping me up here with becoming more patient and just learning new things. If you guys want more book videos, please ask, because I've been waiting for somebody to ask me about book recommendations. I'm probably gonna start posting some on IGTV. If you guys want them here, I'll be more than happy to post them on here as well. So one of the biggest things that I also like to do when it comes to being a new month is setting my monthly goals. I found that monthly goal setting through one of my classes is one of the best things that I could ever do for probably my mental health and the long-term goals that I have for in my life, whether it be academic, career-wise, where I want to live, how I want to be, the person I want to be. Setting my big monthly goals definitely sets up like, hey, this is something you want to accomplish by October 31st in this example, and this is how you're gonna do it. And with these monthly goals, I like to set mini goals to help me get to that monthly goal, so it doesn't seem like I'm trying to cram my big goal in the last 3 days of October or the next month. You feel me? So I feel like setting monthly goals and then writing out these little steps just kind of help me out and just getting to them. Like, I noticed that it helps me a lot, and I've done that a lot more in school recently, and it's definitely helped me out because your girl has all good grade to this day. Can I get a yes from the back? Thank you. I appreciate you so much. So, and then something really small that I also found myself doing was creating new playlists. If you don't know, I am a verified creator on Spotify. If you ever want to follow some of my playlists, it's always linked down below on my link tree, or just like in the description if you want to. I also like to make new playlists for if I find any new music in the next month, because I kind of like to keep my new music separated from the music I already know. So if you listen to my current playlist, what I'm listening to right now, but find any more new songs, I'll put them on a public playlist, you know, just kind of call it my fall favorites. And yeah, I usually like to make playlists by the season, so I like to start out, you know, the month with some new bops in some sort of way. So something else I really like to do is clean out any cluttered areas, such as under my sink, in my desk, even some of my dog's toys that I noticed that he doesn't really like anymore, he broke or tore up or anything like that. My nightstand is one of them as well. Just, you know, keep the clutter to a bare minimum, because cluttered spaces just stress me out, and it's not the best feeling in the world. It's a little bit hard to fit everything into my schedule, but I usually just find ways by time blocking. I usually don't do this all in one day just because it's too much, and for my mental health's sake, I physically cannot do this. So I usually like to split it up and time block this all into probably about the last 5 days of the month, and I really just take my time and really just get it done to make sure I am reset and staying on top of my stuff for the next upcoming month. So guys, that is it for my monthly reset routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for Target for sponsoring this video. I appreciate you guys so much. You know I love you over there. Y'all are the best. And with that being said, guys, if you like today's video, please give it a huge thumbs up down below. Make sure you comment down below I made it to the end, if you made it to the end, because I appreciate you so much. If you guys want to, you can follow me on my socials to keep up with me when I'm not on camera. That includes my Instagrams, Twitter. It's all linked down below in my link tree. And if you want to keep up with me on Patreon for bonus content, nobody's forcing you, it's just an option, you can definitely do that. It's always linked down below, and it's always accessible on my Instagram. So with all that being said, guys, thank you so much again for watching today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Love y'all the most, and you be easy.